Weessstttt. West.
What's good, fam? About 9:15 in the morning on Wednesday, and we're gonna do another breakdown for you. So check this out. Last week we had a breakdown of an EP that I just released last Friday, titled "Smoking Vibes," featuring the homie Hectik and the homie Hectik, all produced by Weessstttt Beats. And yeah, man, every song on that shit, I just wanted to do something different from the last EPs I usually put out. Most of my music's on some raw West Coast shit. So I wanted to vibe it down a little bit, and take you back to my smoking days, and then my smoking days to this day, you know what I mean? So just wanted to do something different for y'all, give you guys a different vibe, show you the versatility, and show you how we can get down on this shit. It's not always gonna be on some crazy raw West Coast shit. I can do whatever, man. I mean, pretty much any beat you give me, I'll murk it. Now, will it be your style liking? Who knows? But any beat you give me, dude, I'm gonna tear that shit up. So yeah, man, Smoking Vibes out now on all digital platforms. Make sure y'all guys tap in, share, play, live stream, all that. I need all that. So if you guys haven't done so, go ahead and do so now. And if y'all did check in, man, thanks, appreciate that. If you guys haven't seen the breakdown of the video, it's on my Instagram and it's on my YouTube, both the West 1987. So go ahead and check that out too if you guys haven't. If not, go straight into the EP, man. The Smoking Vibes by the West. This week I wanted to break down a song to you that I did with my homie Hectik called Tales from the West. It's actually one of the first songs I did with the homie Hectik. So I actually did a song before that called Land of the Lost, but we're gonna get into all that. So I'm gonna give you a breakdown pretty much, how I got it with met Hectik, how the song came about, and how we tapped in with Lowkey, and pretty much the beginning of all that, man. Because since then it's been crazy. So we're gonna start this off right, because last time we didn't start that shit off right, and this time we're gonna do it right. So if you got your best smoke, you got something you wrote up, whatever it is that you got, as long as it's some tree, we're gonna light up. Let's sesh up before we get into this breakdown.
Wrong move if you feel like you want the smoke. You don't got to front the most cause your ass a joke. So put your butt aside, you messing with a big dog. Anybody stepping in, you flirting with your light, bro. Wrong move if you feel like you want the smoke. You don't got to front the most cause your ass a joke. So put your butt aside, you messing with a big dog. Anybody stepping in, you flirting with your light, bro.
So now that we just got that out the way, we're going to get straight into it. So this song, man, Tales from the West. So before we get into the actual song of how that came about, I'm going to tell you how I met the homie Hectik. One day I was just chilling, scrolling the gram, and I came across some dude that does music, and he was a part of this group, or this some kind of music group, or like a crew or whatever. And I just started scrolling through the music, you know what I mean? Started checking out people, looking up people's shit. And I came across this random ass song on I believe it was Instagram. Someone shared it. And then I looked it up on Apple Music, and I started listening to it, and I was like, what the fuck? And yeah, it was the homie Hectik, dude. It was this dope ass voice, raspy, kind of reminded me of a cocaine, like it was crazy. I was hearing it, and as soon as I heard it, man, it caught my ear, and I was like, yo, this fool's voice is crazy. And then as the song went on, it was dope, man. It was something different, dude. It was like on some real West Coast fucking grimy, like the voice was raw, and I was just like, wow, this is some dope ass shit. And the song was actually called Snitch 9. And I don't know if you guys ever heard that song, if you guys listen to the homie Hectik at all, if you guys ever came across that song. That song was like, I don't even know, man, 4 years ago or something like that. And that shit was dope as fuck, man. And when I heard that shit, I was like, yo, I gotta work with this dude, man. So excuse me, because I'm faded. I already feel the fade, so, you know what I mean? I'm going to be slow talking, messing up, and, you know what I mean? We'll try to cut it out, make it smooth as much, but the boy faded. Bear with me. But anyways, so check it, man. Fucking, the homie fucking did that song and came across it. When I heard it, I was like, damn, I gotta work with homie. Homie's dope as fuck. So I reached out to the homie Hectik, and I was like, hey, dog, what's goody? You know, like, hit him up on Instagram, like, hey, we should work. I fuck with your music. I heard your shit, blah, blah, blah. And the homie hit me back. I was like, hell yeah, I'm with it. Let's do it. It was as simple as that, So I was thinking, like, damn, what should I do with the homies? Well, I was supposed to do this one song with another artist, pretty big name artist in the Chicano umbrella. And I was supposed to do a song with them. Got the song all together, bought the beat from a random dude on BeatStars, ends up being Lowkey. And I buy this beat, and I'm like, hell yeah, I'm gonna fucking do the song with this fool. Well, long story short, the song never goes through. It never happened. It was supposed to happen, but months went by, 6 months, and I'm not gonna keep asking people or begging. I'll ask you one time. If you say yeah, cool, I'll give it a couple wait. If not, boom, I just whatever. And no like hard feelings or anything. I was just like, all right, homie was probably busy, whatever. So I had that song put aside for a minute. But I was, at that time when I was waiting, this is around the time I met Hectik. So I had another beat that I had got from this other dude. I had bought the, full rights off it and everything. And I was like, hey, dog, kind of like as a test, not really a test, but, you want to see what homie got. So, I threw something on the side, and I got this one beat right here, it was a little different. It was West Coast as fuck, but it was more of a new age type West Coast type beat. But it banged, man, and let's see what he does, So I sent it, and I think it took a week. Homie was, he be working and shit, so when I sent him the track, homie wrote to it, kept in touch. I'm gonna record it this weekend, and then I'm gonna shoot it back. I'm alright. And this fool sent it back, man. When I started playing that shit with the homie Mendizzle, shout out to the homie Mendizzle, we played that shit back, and I was like, what the fuck? Welcome to the land of the low. You know what I mean? Homie fucking killed that shit, fool. Man, if you guys haven't heard that song, you guys gotta go right now and check out that song. It's called Land of the Lost. It's on all platforms. But we ended up getting the song done, and that was our first banger, Land of the Lost. And that shit was dope, man. Like, that first song, I remember everybody was like, damn, well, you guys vibe together good, blah, 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 blah. So I was like, hell yeah, this song's sick. So, again, I have this other song that's sitting here waiting to do with this other person, but months has just been going by. And at this time, by the time I had the song ready and done, after he recorded it, then I recorded, then mix and master, the process of, like, waiting around and getting the song back and shit, probably another month had passed by. So I was just like, hey, dog, I got this other beat, dog. If you're down, you can hop on it. I was going to have somebody else on it, but I don't think Homeboy's going to get on it. So it's yours if you want it. And he's just like, really? He's like, what is it? And I was like, it's like a West Coast beat, dog. It's a really dope one, though. But I got it from the homie on BeatStars. Well, at that time, he was just a regular person. But I was like, I got this beat off this dude. And this whole time, too, I thought this dude was from, like, L.A. Because his beats, his vibes and shit is some straight West Coast shit. You would think whoever was making these beats grew up in LA, because the way he did his shit, man, was just on some real West Coast shit. And so yeah, dog, fucking I sent the beat over to the homie. He's like, hell yeah, this shit's hard. And I was just like, boom. So he fucking does his thing, and we end up fucking killing this track, right? He comes over to the homie Mendizzle spot, and that's where I was recording at before. So we had a little session right there. This fool does his verse, and we do the hook, and the homie's like, hey, dog, you guys should do a video to this shit. So I was like, yeah, for real? No. And I've done videos before, but I've never done them until like because nowadays your videos gotta look super good, because you can get a decent video for like $400, you know what I mean? And if your shit look weak, you're gonna look weak. So you gotta have it up to par with these other people's videos. So this was probably like my first video that I was gonna do that was gonna be like on something, you know, we were gonna get a good video guy. And this was when I think Pants just started doing videos, and we ended up going with Pants because at that time the homie Hectik had something going on with that dude Pants, music wise. So it was just boom, boom, hey, we got a video guy, boom, let's do this. So we did Tales from the West video, man. And before the video, it was the day of the video, I ended up hitting up the homie Lowkey. And I was just like, hey, what's up, dog? I reached out to him, and homie reached back on Instagram. And I was like, hey, bro, because at this time I had already showed him the song, you know, like I sent him the song. I was like, hey, check out the song. This song is the song on your beat that I just purchased off you like a few weeks ago. I was like, we ended up recording it, this and that. And he was just like, oh, thanks, brother. That's just dope. You know, like he was hype on it. And I was just like, I just want to let you know, dog, we're doing a video to that song. And he was like, really? You know, so I don't know, as a producer, you probably hear that shit all the time, and who knows when the videos ever come through or whatever the fuck. Or maybe you see them, but you just don't expect them to be a great turnaround. Well, yeah, man, the whole song was just all about like the West Coast. We had a Lolo there. My cousin came through. My cousin Rick, shout out to my cousin Rick. He came through with all blacked out Impala. And we were right there in front of Staples Center. Then we went to another spot right there on 4th Street Bridge area, and with the big Kobe murals at. And then there's another side of the wall right there where the homie had hit up right there on the wall, big as fuck. So yeah, man, we kind of just went to like, you know, cool little spots in the arts districts of LA, and we did a video there, man, and we shot that shit, bro. Weeks later, we get the video back. We ended up putting it on Latin Beast. We got over 120,000 views. Shit's dope, man. That shit ended up being one of the dopest songs we did, and that shit opened it up for mad shit to come. I mean, that shit opened up for so much shit that we got now, man. We got an EP together. We got countless songs together. Like, we featured with like just the people we met, dog, and then Lowkey too. Lowkey's one of the dopest homies ever now. Like, he's part of the circle. And I've done already like 2 or 3 EPs with the homie and countless songs, projects. I mean, it's just crazy. Off one song, the Snitch 9 song, and all this was created, man. And we were able to do so much music together, and met the homie Inked Up, met the homie Jack Allen, met the homie Sick, you know, met a lot of dope people, bro, and some of these people that I mentioned are big names out there in New Zealand. You know, these are countries way across the world, man. I mean, I'm talking about almost a full day ahead of us, you know, like, as far as shit, and they're way over there bumping our shit. Fuck with us, and these are well-known name people. Shout out to the homie Sick, Mr. Sick out there, dog, and shout out to the homie Poetic out there, you know, all those motherfuckers out there putting it down, man. They out there repping for that West Coast shit too, man. They love that West Coast music. They fucking, you know, and they put it down. The homie Lowkey, man, definitely has that West Coast sound. That's how all that shit came about, man. The Tales from the West, and, you know, shout out to the homie Lowkey, man. That's my motherfucking brother right there, man. We got so much shit coming up. We got things that we dropping left and right, man. If it's not on the IG, it's on YouTube. It's, you know, the homies got us on a motherfucking on a marathon for sure. You know what I mean? Shout out to Nick. If y'all ain't fucking following and tuning in, y'all missing out. We got some of the dopest music coming out. We got something coming out pretty soon called The Four Horsemen with the homie Anthem Menace, Upstate, P-Dubs, and Hectik, and myself, and Lowkey producing it. We about to fuck y'all up. So that's the breakdown, man. That's the breakdown of the song, how we met Lowkey, and how I met Hectik, and what it's become now. So it's crazy what can happen with just meeting one person, you know what I mean? Buying the beat off somebody, you know, it could just really create a circle of some dope ass people. And to this day, man, we haven't stopped making music, and everything we put out is heat. Everything we put out is heat. And nobody touching our sound, man. Everybody, people hear us, they know, they see us, and that's cool, man. As long as you guys know what's up. But I'm telling you, me and my piece, my circle, my little squad, my little piece of MCs, dog, like, we'll take people out, dog. You don't want to fuck with that shit. That's a whole nother topic. But shout out to the homie Hectik. Shout out to the homie Beatz Lowkey. You know what it is, man. Weessstttt up in this motherfucker. We're going to keep bringing that heat to you. And make sure you guys tap in, man, because we got shit coming. Shit coming real crazy. And we're going to be banging the motherfucking shits all damn day long. So stay tapped in, man. And y'all know what it is. Peace.